Hi everyone, my name is Conor O'Neill and I work in the Centre for Academic Practice. You're very welcome to this short video which describes to you, the student, how you get started using the new writing space in Turnitin, and it's called Clarity.
So to get started, you need to navigate to the module in Moodle and to locate the Turnitin assignment. So you can open the course index and you can find your assessment section. And there you will see your Turnitin activity. This is where you need to use the writing space that Turnitin provides. So if you click on the activity, it will open up the writing space. So just some important information in here. You need to keep an eye on, obviously, the start date and the due date of the assessment. If your lecture provides a rubric, you can click on that rubric and you will be able to see the rubric. You'll also have options there for whether late submissions are allowed and obviously for resubmissions. Over here, you will have an option to read the instructions that your lecturer provides for you. So they'll be located here. And this is important because the writing space captures data to show an overview of your writing process. So all your writing process for this particular assessment using this tool will take place online in Turnitin. And if you click this option, you can see the activity that Turnitin captures. So this writing environment captures data to show an overview of your writing process, version history, and how you modify and engage with the document. When you submit your work, a writing report is generated and is visible to you and your lecturer. So it captures things like any text modifications, insertions, deletions, any cut and copying of pasting of text, any clipboard events, your level of activeness and the snapshots of your work in progress, and any time that you're spending actively modifying the document. There's lots of other activity that's captured. You can basically read down through this in your own time. To start writing and open the writing space, just click on Start Writing and you'll see that it will open up a new tab in the browser. So all your writing will take place in this writing space. It's important that you don't use any other package to develop your writing. All your assessment and writing must take place here in Turnitin. Now at the very top, you will see the toolbar that has a lot of formatting options. So you can insert things like headers and footers and footnotes and tables, insert images. You can do the normal like bold and italic and underline. But there are options over here for spelling and grammar check. So Turnitin Clarity has a built-in grammar check that shows grammar suggestions and spelling suggestions. So no really use to use external grammar checking tools. You can also use citation checking tools. So if you have citations and there may be issues with your citations, Turnitin Clarity will make suggestions as regards improvements to your referencing and your citations. You can give your assessment a title, and you'll see here that this is the writing space. This is where you write your assessment. You'll see over on the right hand side, you've got a block on the right hand side where you can expand the side panel or you can dock it. You can collapse it. And in here you'll see your instructions as well. There is an AI chat assistant, and if you click on that tab, it will open up the Turnitin AI assistant. So this is where you can ask a question, or you can use a prompt or select some text in your document to ask for specific feedback about that particular piece of text. It'll provide suggestions for you, but what it won't do is won't make any changes, or it won't give you any tone adjustments or any modifications to your text. So there's no AI footprint involved in any changes with this particular tool. So it's just for guidance and suggestions. You also have a help feature up here where you can get support. You've also got an option to download this particular work, and you have an option to preview the work. So if you click on preview, it gives you a preview in a new tab. The submit option, if you submit your work, you will get 3 uploads or 3 submissions. And after each of those submissions, you will have access to your similarity report. But after the 3rd submission, you've got to wait 24 hours before you submit again. Now you can, of course, you can keep on editing as many times as you like, but after the 3rd submission, you've got to wait 24 hours before you submit again. So I'm back in an assignment that I previously submitted. And once you have submitted your work, you will be able to see the status as submitted, and you'll obviously be able to see the similarity score. Now what you can do is you can click on that similarity score and it will open up your report. And you can see where your matches, your similarities, and it'll obviously show you the issue. We'll say here, for instance, it's not cited or quoted, and there's a match after being found. But you can see here, here are the issues. 3 not cited or quoted. Some are missing citations. But what you'll have here, you'll have options here to download the report, and you can see your feedback if it's provided by your lecturer, and you can also go to the writing report. Now in the writing report, you will be able to see the playback of all the different options and the activity throughout the writing process. So it's telling you here there was pasted 162 words were pasted, 16 words were pasted, or 45 words were pasted. Up here you'll see a final word count. The actual total writing time was 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes took place over 4 sessions. And there is a playback here, so if you click on the playback, you'll see the actual playback of the activity. So this is your actual writing process. And in here you will see all the insertions, deletions, any kind of copying, pasting, for instance, that one just there, and all this particular activity that you did through your writing process. Now it's also important to mention that your lecturer can see all this information as well. So if your due date, if you still have time in your due date, what you can do is you can open the writing space and you can make as many edits to your document as you like, and you can resubmit your work. But remember that after your 3rd submission, you'll have to wait 24 hours before you can submit again. If you have questions related to subject matter content in relation to the module of study, please contact the module lecturer. If you have questions related to Turnitin or Moodle activities, please contact the Centre for Academic Practice Help Desk. You can email us at moodle@setu.ie.